Hello there, this is Melek, and welcome to a bit of an old classic game. I played this when I was a teenager and really loved it. I the Beholder, fantastic. Dungeons and Dragons game. It's actually kind of what got me into Dungeons and Dragons in a way when I was younger. It's basically, as you can see, it's over 20 years old, so you'll forgive the poor graphics. I'm going to play it anyway, because I just think it's a great, fun game. I'm going to go through the intro now, but the general gist of this... Look at the brilliant scrolling on that, look how smooth that is. Anyway, the general gist is, you know, you form your party of 4 heroes, you go through the maze-like levels, collecting stuff, killing stuff, going up levels, getting more powerful, blah blah blah, and you got to kill the sort of the boss of the evil that's going on. It doesn't actually define exactly what the evil is. It just kind of you assume that there's some horrible evil going on, so you know we'll just smooth over that bit and figure that at the end of the day it's something that will gain you some experience. So here's I assume the Lord of Waterdeep about to recruit the 4 heroes, and here we are. Now, what I'm actually planning on doing for this, there's a little bit of an interesting twist on it. Of these 4 heroes, you get to create them yourself, exactly what they are, what race, what they look like, from a selection of course, what classes they are, what skills they've got, etc. Now obviously one of those is going to be Melek and he's going to be a human wizard. But the other 3, of course, well, who knows what I'm going to create them as. So the way I figure it is I'm going to give you guys out there a chance to you know, put forward your idea for a name it yourself. You know, I think your own name would be absolutely fine. What race you want to be, what class you think you're going to be, and which picture you want to represent your hero in this group of 4. So that just means there's 3 of you out there can get your place on the exploration party, and I'll go through all the options in a bit. Why on earth are we starting our search in a sewer? That's what I want to know, because that just doesn't make sense to me. Meh, oh well. And this is basically, if you look there now, that's pretty much the view you get while you're playing the game. This is the bit that confuses me as well. We're going into the sewer to find the evil, and it seals us in there. Well, weren't we kind of already heading in there to begin with? Nah, well, who knows. Alright then, well, here's the character creation screen. As you can see, we've got 4 little boxes, and there I am there, with my little picture. It's as close as I can get. It's a kind of red-robed kind of guy. Bit pointy with the hood, but hey, you know. So anyway, here are your race options. Obviously you got male, female of every option. Humans, elves, half-elves, dwarves, gnomes, halflings. It has an effect on the character, but not a huge amount. So I'm just going to go into each one and show you. So here are the human options: fighter, ranger, paladin, mage, cleric, thief. Look them up if you want to know the difference between them. What do elves get? Elves get a few more choices. They get these multi-classes where they're kind of multiple classes. It means you're not as good at any of the options as someone who's dedicated themselves to it. You're sort of a bit more multi-purpose. Half-elves get even more options. Pretty straightforward, really. Dwarves, less options, but you know, they're sturdy race. Gnomes, there's the options that they get. If you decide you want to be a gnome, there's your options you got to pick from. And finally, halflings, and they don't really get many options at all, but there they are if you really want to be a halfling, which I have no problem with. Now, I don't think it has much of an effect, but whatever you pick, you generally get these choices as your alignment. So yeah, I don't think it has much of an effect on the gameplay. I've never noticed any difference on it, so you can be whatever you want, to be honest. I'm just going to click through now and yeah, show you the images. Okay, this is page 1, and if you want to do your character, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20, 21, 22, 23 and 24. Any more? 25, 26, 27, 28. And there we are, back to the beginning. So there's your choices of 28 options for your profile. Pick a primary, your first choice, and also pick a second choice in case someone else gets there first. But apart from that, yeah, there we go, sorted. So the general gist is that you comment on this video, and in the comment you need to include your choice of race, gender, class or multiple classes if you saw an option for multiple, your alignment, which one you want to be out of the 9 options, and lastly the number of the picture that you would want as your primary, and then the number of the profile picture that you'd want as your secondary if someone else has already got the primary. I say it's not first come first serve, but I will pick, you know, characters that I think, you know, are going to fit in with the party, make a good balanced team. Simple as that, really. Post your comments, and well, I'll get this underway as soon as possible. So until I start this, I bid you farewell and cheerio.